In our previous tutorial on Streamlabs, we talked about the overview of Streamlabs and what to look forward to in the series. In this episode, we're going to talk about the alert box and how to use it and how to add it to your Streamlabs or OBS Studio, mostly for OBS Studio, as Streamlabs OBS actually has it as a widget already. So we're going to take a look at that right now. So to get started, make sure you're logged in with your YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. I recommend YouTube or Twitch. I'll explain why later in the series. But any platform of choice is going to be the same thing for this tutorial. So let's take a look at what we need. We need the alert box. We also need Streamlabs OBS Studio. Make sure you download OBS Studio. Link will be in the description below. So alert box allows you to, well, alert the viewers of a certain event. For example, a subscriber. So let's take a look back at my game scene here, and we're going to test out a subscriber. You can put it on the board, yeah. Now that one is actually default, but the sound bite is actually not. I found that out. I found that sound. That's actually from Chicago White Sox. When they make a home run, I believe it was by the Hawk, their commentator. So if you guys want to take a look at that. The next one is the donation. So if you guys know that sound, that is from Sonic. That is when you get a ring, of course. And one more for Super Chat. And that is from Mario Party 7 when you get a star. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to our Streamlabs and show you how that works. And there are a few things you can do. Now make sure you have OBS Studio ready, because I'm going to show you how to put it in. And we need the widget URL. So first off, we have some settings here to play with. Usually I don't touch this except for the layout. And you can select one of your favorites. You have the picture on top, text on the bottom, image and text on the top, or the image to the left and the text to the right. It is up to you. That is not mandatory. Okay, so you may have wondered what is alert parry. So alert parry means, like, let's say that you have a subscriber and then in like 2 seconds you have a super chat. So what's going to happen is the subscriber one will play, and then right away the super chat will play. So let's just play it. For example, let's say I got a subscriber, I got a super chat right away, and then I got merch, and then another donation. And as you guys can see, the alert interrupted the other one on top of the other one, and that is what alert parry is. Now, do I recommend using it? No, and the reason why is because you want to make sure you do it one at a time so that you can properly say thank you to your viewers. Because if you do it like, oh, thank you for the donation, oh, wait, thank you for the super chat, and then all of a sudden, thank you for the, let's say, buying my merch. At the same time, yes, you're being thankful, but you're almost like, I have to do this. I have to say thank you here, thank you there. So that's why I do it one at a time. Okay, that's what alert parries are. Profanity filter is anything with profanity words, and you're going to replace the words with star in text. They automatically do it for you. That is up to you. Now for each one, we can do a different variation, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's start with donations, because I actually have already a variation play. So make sure your donation alerts are enabled. Make sure you do that. Layout is up to you. Alert animation is up to you as always. When you go to open text to speech, that is up to you. Basically, it's going to open up a a somebody's going to narrate something for the viewers when it comes to text to speech. I have this disabled for a few reasons. If there's profanity involved, I disabled it because of the way my channel works. Spam security is about spam. Volume is volume. And other cool stuff in here. Now, minimum amount to alert means what is the minimum of donation to make an alert pop up. I put this at 0 so that any amount can be okay, like a $1, a $2, anything. The message template is what do you want it to say. So the keywords you need are in brackets like this, name and donation amount and amount. So let's say, hi there, name, and then thanks for the, and then amount donated. And then we're going to save it after this. The text animation is up to you. The image is up to you. The sound is up to you. And everything else is okay. You may have noticed that, however, I enable custom HTML/CSS. That is for those of you who are into programming with HTML stuff. And I actually just so happen to take classes for this stuff. And I'll show you how to do some CSS for you later on in the series as a bonus content. But again, you don't need custom HTML. It's not required. That is only for our nerds out there who do those stuff. Donator settings is up to you. Again, if you want to enable this, you can. But again, it's almost the same thing. Now, you may have noticed the variation. Open alert variation. And we're going to show you guys how to do this. So what is a variation? Let's say, for example, you have a $1 plus donation variation. So basically, what this is your first variation by default. That is your very first variation. However, it is recommended if you want to make it more fancy to make more variations. And to do so, we're going to add one more. And as you guys can see here, I already added one for $25. So at $25, you have another variation. Let's say we're going to add a variation with default settings. And as you guys can see here, we have the variation window. And the way this works is exactly how you set up your very first variation. Well, we're going to name this, let's say $50. And the condition is, it is very important, you want to put donation amount is at least amount. And we're going to put 50. And then the layout is up to you. And then the message template is up to you again. The keywords you need are name and amount. Image is up to you. File is up to you. Everything else is up to you at this point. I'm gonna just put the algorithm GIF just so that we can show you to you. The sound, I'm just gonna go with what they have in stock, just because I want to show you guys more stuff. Alert delay and all this good stuff is up to you. If you want to enable custom HTML, that's also up to you. And we're going to press save. Now, how do we see this in action? Well, I'm going to test it out. We're going to test out the 25. So as you guys can see, I'm going to go back. I'm going to redo that. We're going to redo that. We're going to test out the 25. And then here's the 50. So as you guys can see, I have this one as default setting. So you're going to hear the sonic rings again. So far it's only given it at 50. Okay. Now, let's go back to the alerts here. Let's try it out again. So let's see what it gave me. 83. So that will be the second one. Oops. That's still the second one because of the donation there. Wow, they're not giving me anything less than that. Try again. Yeah, they're giving me over, that's $2. So anything above 25, above 50 will be the Sonic rings. And so on. And it's the same thing for everything else here. The subscribers, the members, the super chats, and the merch. The only difference is CloudBot, because you need to have CloudBot also in play. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use CloudBot in our next one. Now, Streamlabs Prime Gift only applies if you have Twitch. Because if you use Twitch, you can do something called gifted memberships. Gifted subs. Now, keep in mind that YouTube is going to have gifted subs in 2022. So make sure you guys can use that. But other than that, the settings are the same. Now, how do we put it in? Well, let's go back to, let me show you guys this again. I'm gonna actually do a display capture here. So, what you need to do in order to put this in your stuff, press the copy on your widget URL. All you have to do now, go to OBS Studio, make a new source pressing the plus button, and go to browser. In browser source, select, make a new one, and we're going to call this alert box demo. Press OK. When you see this window pop up, go to the URL section. Just get rid of whatever is in there and paste it. Control V. And then press OK. What's going to happen now is we're going to test it out to see if it actually worked. And all we have to do is do one of these alerts. Now you may have noticed that it was twice because I actually have the other one on already. But it does work. I'm going to remove this so that it doesn't interfere. And that's how you do the widget URLs and how you do the alert box. If you have any questions, let me know. Until then, my fellow Emerald Hunters, this is RetroYuuki saying, have a good day. Don't forget to do work, live life, and create funny and scary content.